and I'm talking about abortion. I've made that horrendous decision back in my early 20s or so. I remember the trauma and the heartache that we went through, but ultimately I know that the decision was made because it gratified me. I remember just 2 days ago, I ran by my youngest daughter and I told her, like, imagine I got rid of her because I started pursuing my career and I wanted to go travel overseas, and I was like, and I abandoned my kids. I was like, look, my career is more important. I'm leaving you guys. How would you feel? And they said, that they'd be hurt and that they'd see that it was something that was very selfish, and they're correct, right? It's wild that the majority of these things that happen are simply because we believe we know better and we're willing to shut down voices or shut down a thing that can inconvenience us. It doesn't agree with us, therefore we'll take it out. Now, obviously there's many different, scenarios when it comes to things like abortion, etc. But there's so many arguments for it too, in the sense that at the end of the day, you're still getting rid of life. You're still getting rid of life. And there's horrendous circumstances that do happen because of such things. And I actually am also, in part, I can understand that as well, like, and without diving too deep into my history and my family, etc. So I can empathize with the decisions. I can empathize with it too because I also partook in it. But it doesn't mean I have to agree with it today, and I don't, because I see it as a beautiful life, just like what you are. And I would not want to eliminate you because you are precious, and if you don't believe in God or anything like this, or you believe that, eliminating life for whatever reason is justifiable, then I would simply say, I get it. I get what you mean. I've been in that frame of mind as well. Unfortunately, I think one of the most horrendous ways of seeing it is when you have, like a victim of rape. And I think it's really sad that the child gets the death sentence and not the criminal. I love that there's so many people that are so compassionate in the world that are willing to go through the journey with the tormented soul that went through such a hideous thing and be able to help nurture and raise the baby in the hope of bringing it up. And, whether it's through adoption or just being able to counsel and be there. And you get so many people like that within churches and people within, within the world that just have that compassionate heart to want to raise a child and let it grow.